Hello. I've had a few people ask me about the gradient nails that I've done. I personally am more excited about the Baroque filigree than the gradients, because to me the gradients, they're the easy part, and I actually did these directly on the nail. Starting mainly from two colors, that being this lavender and this white. But I discovered that I had this pretty purple in my drawer, and so I decided to kind of change up the gradient a little bit. And I don't know if you can see on the pinky fingers, it's the lavender shaded down to the darker purple. I just used a makeup sponge to do that. And then I went with the darker purple on these ring fingers. All the rest of these, the middle to the thumb, are mixed from the lavender and the white. And it's one of the simplest, I guess you'd say, color wheel exercises to do, because you're taking whatever color it is, and you can do this with anything. With regard to doing nails and using gels, it's better / best to try and use products from the same brand, because they're usually formulated to work together. These are all inexpensive gel paints. These are my first set of gel paints several years ago, so you can see how much I actually use them at this point, which isn't a lot, but they can be good for some things. So here's the basic exercise. You can take just about any shade that you like, and you create tones by adding white to it. And let's see here, what am I going to use? I'll use this bigger brush. I like to go from white into the darker colors because it's really easy to contaminate the white to where it's no longer white. But most other colors will work fine if they get a touch of white in them. I also keep a nice nasty paper towel for wiping. Do not get this on your skin. Don't get gels and acrylics, anything that needs to be cured, on your skin. It can lead to allergies. For some people, instantly. For other people, it takes years and years of overexposure. Some people never have a reaction, but these products are not intended to touch your skin, so do your best to keep them off your skin. Here we go. So I'm going to take, this is actually the very end of this pot, and it's really degraded in quality, which is why I'm using it right now, because I'm not worried about running out. In fact, I want to use it up, but I can't really use it on nails because it's chunky. So I'm going to kind of lay it out in a line here so that you can see different stages of mixing. And from here, I'm going to take some of this lavender, lay it kind of alongside. Doing this with nudes is really pretty, and you can take almost any nude as long as it's not too light and do this. And so the easiest way to start is to take a little bit of the dark color, just a touch, and mix it into the white. I'm going to turn this so it's a little easier for me to work on. And you can see how this can be done directly on the nail, because you can paint it the dark shade or the light shade. I recommend going kind of light. you know, going with gels. And just mix it on the nail. If you're matching colors, then you want to have another nail. You know, you do your first nail and then you'll match the next nail. Unfortunately, with gels, what you see is what you get. It's not going to change color when it cures the way regular nail lacquers will. Alexa, pause. Girl, you are too loud. Okay, so a little more of this will bring us to the next shade. And when you're doing gradient nails, at least for me, when I'm doing gradient nails, I don't want the difference to be too subtle. I want people to be able to look at them and say, oh, that's definitely a different shade. I'm not sure how to quantify it. Usually you know it when you see it, right? Yeah, like right now, this second and third are a little close for me, for my taste, so I'm going to add some more lavender here. And what would you do if you don't have this purple or this lavender? Well, you would get blue and red, two of the three primary colors. And usually I find it's easier to add blue to the red. I'm not sure why, but it can overpower really quickly. But if you want to add red to the blue, add red to the blue. Everybody has their own way for this sort of thing. Okay, so now we've already got 3 shades plus the darkest lavender. And for this one, no, I'll do it. I'll keep going the same. These are too close for my taste. So these two are too close, but there's still a huge difference here. So you could work either way. You could add a little more white to this, to this, to this. I'm going to try adding a little more lavender, and I may have picked up a little too much. Some people may say, oh, Marina, that's purple. Whatever. To me, it's lavender, just because of the shade. I feel like it's still not quite enough of a difference. I don't know if you can see what I'm looking for, but there's a big contrast between these two, and this just needs to be a good transition. This is getting to be more like it. I think I can bring just a little bit more. A little bit more in. And there you have it. Custom gradient. If you want to see other colors, let me know. All right, I just reviewed the video and I don't think you can really see the gradient all that well, the way that it was taken. So I'm adding this.